accidentally started looking at this again without starting the recording. Um, so yeah, I just gotta write this private key out and then have it read, or the certificate and the private key. Does this actually work? Hmm. And we are not gonna encrypt it or anything because, well, we don't really have a way to. I mean, there's not really a way to do that. Plus, then where would I? Then I gotta store the password somewhere. But since it's for local dev, it's not. You shouldn't really be trusting this key anyway for now, so that's fine. Eventually, I do want to generate do like an internal CA and have a CA certificate, a self-signed CA certificate that then you can sign your local key with or whatever, and you would store that. But I don't know. It's probably not necessary now because you could also use it to then sign generated client certificates that the client generates, like a CA would. So, anyway, we're not doing any of that for now. The easiest thing is just to save the direct certificate, which will be smaller anyway. Otherwise, things seem to kind of be working yesterday, so that's good. Milestone. Yeah, so I think most of the parameters, I don't know why. I don't think you have to do this really, or maybe you do. Oh yeah, I meant to be looking at their demos. See. Oh, here we go. So maybe it's in the search demo. No, this is just dumb scripts. Uh, Code. Oh, there we go. One question I have though is like maybe it should just be stored in the database. Um, what the fuck? This seems weird. Why is it using all these? Uh, this doesn't seem useful. A guide? What is guide? So, all right, these are all just. Oh yeah, I also wanted to can see what the embed API is like. Embed SSL. Or oh, this is a dog test. So yes, thing I used before. So it's just gonna use the certificate chain. Oh, God damn it. No, yeah, I could just be looking at this in the other tab. Hmm. This use private key doesn't take a password anyway. forgot I was recording. To top off my coffee. Oh, so I will need to make sure we do some sort of checking. So I need to force disabling of stuff. I guess you do that in these ops. So it's interesting. 1970 movie Embryo. Watching it. Uh, it's about a Rock Hudson as a doctor, a researcher who's doing formulas to accelerate um, the growth of fetuses. It's working on a dog, but I think they're going to do it on a human. Mm. Isn't that one of the pup? Isn't that the puppy? It's also a genius. Okay. So they're just loading. Right. So I gotta save. What are my things for? Wait. What is that? What the hell? What is that? That's weird. Also, it appears that backups. Oh my gosh. In this movie, this the whatever super dog that he engineered, I guess, that's super smart now too. He just like took this little yapping dog that was barking at him and just got his mouth and shook it till it was dead and put it in the bushes. Uh, did I actually run it? Apparently not. Uh, it TL. Oh, yeah, what a shock. Uh, it's probably because one of those things failed. So it attempted to do these. I do want to like, I don't know. Those are likely correct, but um, hmm. Cert written. What is the null part? I guess I could run it in the debugger. Like data, cert key. So we have those two things. Cert written. So it's something later down here. Oh, wait a minute. Uh, so cert written gets called, so it's something. Shouldn't be freeing those blobs. Shouldn't it shouldn't be any of this. That's curious. Let's just run it in the debug. mode because I think it works. Oh, oh. What? No, I don't know what that was about. Well, this is not working. I don't think it actually ever worked. Maybe this doesn't work again. Forgot how this works. Oh, well, I guess we're not doing that. So, cert written is happening. Oh yeah, debug backtrace is off on the zigzag handler. I got a stag fault because oh, we're on to human baby. Uh, Curious. So I think I need a stack state path. Um, so I think it's getting past this, but I don't think anything is written, which it is not. So that's a problem. That means the PM write is not working. Keys using this or they are more secure. Oh, so you do need to use that PKCS, this method. Oh, that's for the private key, though. And they have a bunch of null, null, zero, null, null. Those are about, it's old, right? Null, null, zero, null, null. Is it TLS that somehow? All that can't be. Because also these writes don't seem to be happening. Oh my god. This is obviously wrong. This should be these things. Mm, whatever. We'll figure this out. So this would have been written in just garbage space. If it worked at all. Like, I'm not even sure. What is the. Is it this directory? What am I looking for? Cert. Oh, yep. There it is. It was working all along. But we haven't done that yet. So this should actually write them out. Still failing. Did not. Okay. Why is this right? Had I not? Why did it not write the other? Just do. I can't remember what the command is. What does it just dump the fucking cert? So, oh god, really got to disable that recording. Um, mhm. Oh, oh, idiot. Du- Wait a minute. It didn't shit the bed. Hmm, that's disturbing. God, the cert, the key. I'd really like to just write those into one file. I think you can do that. And it's probably one of these. I mean, can I just do that? Like if I just didn't do this part, is it gonna, or this part? Would that write it? Oh, but you gotta be able to load it too, which is a different call. Doesn't matter. I guess it's most common to have it that way. So is this, oh, is this actually even using? No, because it says generated private key. It's unsupported TLS PIM lib. Oh. But generated is happening. So clearly, I think these failed. Use certificate file and type. Oh, so there's use cert and key. So these are the params. If either one of these fails, then we're going into there, and you should print the error log, I think, although I don't know that that's entirely correct. Obviously, that's going to happen. Oh, you have to load the thing. You'd have to read in this thing like, yeah, I've gone down rabbit hole now. Oh, I think you need to do the certificate first. Oh, so yeah, definitely have to do this first. So you gotta. Oh, what? What about? Wait, what the fuck did I just do? And well, that's obviously a problem. I mean, other than not having having better APIs, what your programming language ain't gonna fucking stop that. Yeah, why does this not work right? I thought this would normally just. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so load the certificate first, then load the key. So those would have probably, yeah, that's what this was talking about. It was probably, first of all, is just you're passing the key into the certificate, and then this other thing is, it may have not gotten past the first one though. Ah, that works better. What a shock. So if you put the correct thing in there, it works. Now this should happen, but once I do this, everything's working. Looking good. I wonder if part of the performance seemingly being pretty snappy still is a difference between the EC and RSA. Probably not though, because the connection should still be open right now. But on a this should get a fresh connection though, and it's fast. All right, so if this is all working, then if I do this, it should not generate the key again, which I don't see any messages in there. I should be able to do this. Ah, yeah, that's nice. Oh no, what happened there? That doesn't look right. Oh, yeah. There's probably an issue here. Like, because this shit doesn't say error no now. God. Okay, well, yeah, empty else if I think it might be that yeah, this success read request head that thing and then air no is not set. So I think there's some problems with this, which I guess I did not really think about, and that is that all of my stuff is dependent on air no checking. So this is a dumpster. So well, that would be another problem. So n is -1. And so if I do this, we know n is -1, but the error's not being set. I think the problem though is that they think, or rather, um, this, I think that so this doesn't really matter except for I expect it to be dealing with air no correctly. And so I expect this to deal with air no correctly. And oh my gosh. So I need to fix this. Uh, Calling return. So, a level 5 susceptible. I think the difference is the 0 is the problem. Oh, crap. So, I, do you know any nice people? Weird. It's for a party. Oh, God. Okay. This is getting obnoxious. Um, what am I looking at here? GNU TLS. Why did I? Good grief. Oh, yeah, I thought their API also seemed obnoxious. No. So, whatever this is, we're writing out our key now. Uh, I don't need this anymore. Blah, bitty, blah. Linux, Linux TLS library that properly sets errno. None of the major Linux TLS set there. Great. Is that right? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, sort of, but this embryo rapidly grown to a human is, well, a woman, and is just brutalizing this guy at chess the first time she plays. And yet there's still somebody in the crowd that was murmuring, "She's beautiful." Oh. Hmm. This is totally wrong. For most, setting Erno would violate the thread safety guarantee. Since Erno is a thread local. I don't know. This is really helping me. So, yeah, I mean, well, regardless, I really wanted to have the behavior of that. What did they say? Read reads so what did they say down here? Turn value to find out the reason. Um, So if buff size less than or equal to 0. Oh, I think this is actually what the thing is. It's an integer. So it's only successful if it's this is an error. Currently, I want this to fix this. This needs to set error no equal to something. I think. Well, for my other code to work, is that code just wrong? It's a different question. The call 2862. Is this girl's shooting up something now? Is this wrong? So if this was E again, it's not even doing anything right because it's just going into fucking this other code like it's got something in it. Like, oh no, it's just returning. So it's not not retry, then you do that. So gotta call, I don't know what this is. Get error for that thing. And then, oh, so does that then, oh, so I gotta do that. TLS, kind of like this. And yeah, I like that better. And then this is the error. Otherwise, buff size equals this. Oh, no, that's not right. It's the buff size is plus equal, technically. I think I set. This is off in the weeds. I don't think this read was right in any way. Because this also should be offset by the size, which is the fucking pain in the ass about this. So I need. Do I have that? I need a. No. Yeah, I need actually to use a function that gives me the end pointer. Or no, really it needs to be the next data or whatever. I don't know. There's problems with all this too, of course. All right. Why am I looking at that? Oh, yeah. So we have like a check on this. And then it's available. We do have that. So the available space. This thing doesn't. This. Oh, right. It's kind of different, I guess. I guess it's more add blob, which does a right. What? Oh my god, is this a fucking bug? No, because write's supposed to be writing. I mean, the add stuff definitely works. So this is. So the size is going to be. Okay, the new size plus whatever count. And if it's going to be too big, it sets an error. Otherwise, it does that and then sets it to the new size. So I guess I have to. Because I don't. It's not entirely how you use that. Where is an example? Oh, file, right. Yeah. No. It's what? No. Oh, so we're getting buff here is the data and the size, which is kind of what we want. So really, I should probably do this. So that would be probably more correct for read. Just kind of where this stuff's a little wonky. She killing this lady? Yep. Right. Oh. But how are we updating the size? Oh, yeah. So if the return code is greater than 0, we got stuff. Otherwise, it's an error. So if we got stuff, then the size becomes blob size plus equals the return code amount. This dog is very good at using the doors. And it'll just return 0, right? Oh no, this has got to be this. Duh. Inner error. You only have to do this in this case, right? Because anything bigger is bigger. Um, I guess you should just handle 0 differently because it's when they hang, the connection just goes away generally. It's the 0. What on earth? What am I doing here? Yes, we're doing that right now. Revisiting return values. So error, um, I mean, I think the case is the empty request or the connection close scenario. So I gotta look at this thing and uh, I think I've got to consider this more. That yeah, I mean these are both errors. I'm just sort of calling out this n equals 0 one separately. So that's, I think, part of the difference would be that, so, ooh, Oh, right. Um, yeah, 0 indicates end of file. Um, fucking fuck. Uh, like, oh, you should check the error for this blah blah if you need to retry or whatever. Like, then why is there not just a method call that is like can retry error or whatever you want to call it instead of, so I gotta figure out, I mean, if it's 0, what does that mean? Uh, SSL get error. What happens if you pass 0 in? And what is the actual RC that we're getting? we can even test that. But I think, yeah, 0 is what I thought it was. Oddly, where was I just looking at something where Erno was set in here? Yeah. So Erno must be set in some cases then. Oh, if it's a syscall. I guess we wanna, if there's an error, we wanna do the error log TLS thing, maybe. I think my real problem is that I'm just getting an error and I'm kind of pointlessly differentiating these things because I'm not really doing anything different but logging. But this n equals 0 is, I guess, not really an error as much as it just didn't work right or didn't read anything. Um, Yeesh. Oh, right. Because this is blob. I don't think I updated most of this stuff. Too few arguments. Oh. Pass in a 5. What is it? 5 error syscall. Look at error no stack return value error no. So if it's got these things, you look at error no. So if it returns 0, baby on the floor. So in the case when I get 0, maybe that's it. So, oh no, it changes based on when something actually happened somehow. So it might be want read. I don't know if that means anything. God damn it. How is so much stuff using this API? Hmm. So in this case, so I don't, so you can pass in the exact same thing and something else is happening. But I guess the point should be that, so if the RC has got to be -1 for this to be valid. Errors 2. It's down here. Yeah, okay, so, oh, so the number you pass in here doesn't have anything to do with anything? It's just looking at the SSL state. I don't really want to look into that. Why are we in a car chase? Oh, what the? That's crazy. It's close to time to eat. Who is being drowned? Oh, Okay, got a little sidetrack there. Fuck me. So it does appear that this value you pass in is just fucking irrelevant. The return code, yeah, it almost seems like it just doesn't even matter. So we gotta want read. In that case, because I guess we had read all of the thing. Although, why is why are these reads all in that zone? Oh, that's probably the full requests for multiple requests. Okay, air no. Well, two. Turn. So we got -1 is coming back when there's an error. And I guess want read is uh, I don't think this is actually a problem. I don't know what does want read really mean. But in these cases, it's all error no or it's 11. What? Well, I don't think that's right. What? Oh, God, we're just gonna have to abandon all this because fuck, we're not gonna figure that out. So the problem here is actually if this is less than or equal to 0, it just didn't work out for us. I do think there's a problem where yeah, you need to like, I guess ideally you would do this read where you're doing a looping read until you've read in the entire um, header part at least, I guess, because I'm just kind of assuming get it all first go. So like if you telnet to the server, as soon as you hit enter, I think it goes, uh, or something. I don't know. Whatever. Um, to do okay. If n is less than or equal to 0, then we're done, and we're doing. I don't know. We're gonna do this, even though I don't think it's correct. No, because you know what? It's the job of the method to actually log that, not us. Is my assumption. And fuck it. Is anybody even gonna care if I delete all that code? It's just this. It's whatever. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna go back. We are gonna do this though. Read failed. Or rather, yeah, whatever. We failed to read anything useful. We're just going to delete all that. And now we're not going to get any of that shit, except for we're going to get all this shit. I don't even need to do this. I just need to log the error and move on. Um, and we don't need to print this shit anymore. So at least this read is probably correct, but also our write is probably incorrect. No, it's not, because we're writing from the begin to size. Okay, let's do a bunch of refreshes. Just get the read failed every now and then. So it's probably when you're getting into the connection. Which I think they only stay at like connection stays up in like 5 seconds, or there's some small amount of time you have for doing the live requests anyway. I don't think all of the timeouts in my code are correct though. Which reminds me, you actually should have really low timeouts. Fun story is that we worked on this. I worked on this project a long time ago that had was trying to get sort of requests in at an exact time for this like auction thing, basically, that's not eBay or anything. And so they're wanting an automated thing to make these requests at the exact time. And so we are just like open the connection like seconds before or whatever, because you could just hold the connection open and then send the request at the exact time. So you would already have the connection up and everything ready to go. But point being is like you should just have super low timeouts for that kind of thing. You should not allow people to just hold open connections like that. I mean, you could equally use it to like just tie up all their connections or something too. Anyway, so this works. The entire point of this, though, is that it's not the read in this case. It's not actually failing. It's just returning 0. Um, yeah. So what? Why is this OBS thing fucking giving me a notification while recording? It seems stupid. Um, to do gives error when 0 bytes read. So what? They don't really say what 0. Fuck it. I'm not trying to interpret their stupid API. We are gonna scan through this briefly before we see what's going on. I don't know what the OpenSSL memory usage is. So this probably has maybe cryptographic functions for the stuff I need for AWS as well, maybe. UML diagrams. That's questionable. What HTTP server? I think HMAC is what you use with the AWS thing. It's another point. It's like, don't care about any of this shit. You can use AES. Uh, oh yeah, GCM with AES, GCM. You don't need any of this shit. I think SHA-2 is what you need. You probably need that. Some things, but you don't need RSA, hopefully. I need to look into elliptic curve. Um, yeah, that didn't really give me a whole lot. Wait, where's that thing? Nine. Polar. That's not gonna be right anymore, is it? Yeah, because Polar SSL should. Oh, this has just been hijacked. Has this is just some garb garbage thing. It is an encryption blog, but it has nothing to do with TLS. Jeez. Trusted firmware. Oh, so that's a reason. There's some sort of vote of confidence for this thing for embedded. What the fuck? I think you can just include it in the package as well. Uh, what is the PSA thing? Some API? I mean, what is that? Ugh. Oh, config, what? docs. Oh, I think I was turned off by their CMake usage. But isn't it in here as well? Just directly? Yeah. So I can just start out by not building it. I think, I bet at least that um so they have all these files. I don't know what the fuck Everest is. What? Why is there something called Kremlin in here? Oh, Kremlin, the Krem, whatever. What is that? I don't know what that is about. What is Everest? Um, the shared doc. It doesn't look like there's any actual docs in there. So there's no man pages, no examples. You can definitely statically build it or whatever. So, oh, what what thing was it in? It is an optional universe. But I think potentially statically compile. Um, does that mean? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Let's not get fucking sidetracked. Blah blah blah. Get usage. Ugh, what? Supports being built as a CMake sub-project. No. Examples. Oh, really? Byte must be 8 bits. That's fine. Oh, X5 certificate manipulation. That is also good. PSA API is. Why don't you just. Right. So it seems like this is meaningful, except for am I just blind where it says what the fuck the PSA API is. So this was the same spot. Uh, I guess it's some sort of I don't know, related stuff, obviously, but D MIDI client? No. Oh, look at this. They have the server right here. Pthread server. Uh, Wait, I gotta put this bullshit into my program. We can't even have the main be. Uh, so if you don't have all these things, it doesn't check for fork at all. Might be on Windows. Oh. Whatever. Doesn't apply. I gotta include a lot of things for some reason. I bet you don't. It's just a static response. Wait. Oh, so it's just a. Eh? Oh. So this whole thing here is a fucking else? Are you fucking kidding me? That is some serious fucked up shit. So this whole second part, yeah, here you go, is an else statement. That is fucked up. That's what happens. You start looking at the code and you're like, how could any reasonable person do this while also writing this code reasonably? The other code. I don't know. I don't like this at all. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, that context. I don't know. Why is it called FD then? That's super confusing right away. So probably not moving to this. I thought Bear TLS was going much better. Well, this is fucking disappointing. Alright, I'm not looking at that anymore. So we'll just say bed TLS is out. What the fuck is this? Huh. Ugh. It really is just a web server. Is this still running? No. Last release was not here. Okay, nobody cares. I need to make that other stuff public. Should save this onto a branch probably. So this is all working. That's nice. I feel like really just going if this is. Oh, I don't know. This is zero actually. It's actually this. If you are doing correct. What do you? Um, what did it say? Read syscall is. Uh, it's it's just -1, and then you check error no. So I think we always should be getting that. Because this read. No. Yeah. It's less than or equal to 0, we do that. Which really it's going to be -1 or 0. And we'll say if this is this, then we're going to print out the read failed. Otherwise, we're just going to leave it alone. And I don't think this is correct currently. Um, and RC less than 0, return RC, else return 0. Wait, I already know that RC is less, yeah, if it's bad, we do that. And we're not setting error node anything. Oh, and I'm not checking error node either. So although says you return this one, that's some other stuff to be considered. If RC is less than 0, we have a true error. I don't know. This is probably wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. that. I guess that could be it. Oh, I think sometimes still getting read failed. Oh, I think that's because. Well, I'm not seeing any message from the. I don't. Okay, we're just gonna go with the. I don't think this is quite right perspective, but it does work from the visual side. So I'm gonna be happy with that. Also, I need to fix this. So what am I doing now? Janking around. Oh yeah, here we go with the fucking dumpster. Well, at least they have the obvious thing of like, yeah, you do this to get some fucking text. Oh my god. Hmm. Just gonna move on. Okay, so I can save and load the certificate. That was the main thrust. Now the question is, what can you do about this? It's time to eat. We will, yeah. So we'll eat, come back, and look at. What are we gonna look? We're gonna look into the let's encrypt thing, and I believe part of the problem is this has to open a port on 80. But we're gonna start by looking at this. I would also be interested in where else you can use that. But if it's still true that you have to use port 80 open, that just seems like a colossally fucking stupid thing. If you're trying to, whatever. If you want people to use SSL TLS, you need to like not be stupid. Oh, So finally, all these have automatic stuff. Yeah. So they have a version 2. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna look into this. I think I have existing stuff I can use to make my HTTP requests. Although now that I've got this SSL working, I think I could use that to make client connections too and get rid of my curl dependency because fucking curl is annoying and supports a large number of things that I just don't care about. I just need to do HTTP requests. I don't need the bajillion features that are in curl, just like I don't need the bajillion features that are in OpenSSL.